Good evening, good evening, good evening. Today is still Sunday, October 5th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Did I say that right? Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm just leaving the gym. Now I'm about to go over here to Mary's Southern Cooking, right here in Mobile, Alabama. I told y'all about them before, and I'm going to tell you about them again. I don't get paid for no endorsements. The food is just good, and so are the people. I'll be there in a minute, Milton, which is the owner's son, Miss Mary. I don't know how in the hell she come up with all them damn recipes, and all of them good. They're just one lady. The men of back in the day, they had it made. They got women like Miss Mary, the owner of Mary's Kitchen, that's able to cook all those different dishes and all of them on point, enough to where she could open a restaurant and it'd be booming because the food is good. It's white folks out there in the line, right along with me. The food is good. I just had to get that out the way, y'all. So, some of y'all ain't, you refuse to accept and understand who we dealing with here. I'm talking us, the normal, the regular people. A lot of y'all refuse to accept who we really dealing with. Y'all don't want to believe it. And I understand. I get it. I'm not coming against y'all, because y'all my people. I love you. I ain't talking about your haters. Y'all, these people I'm talking about ain't no haters. They just not understanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is going over their heads. And they coming against me, telling me about I'm wrong and I'm this and I'm that. I get it. The shit is scary. What we are facing. It's scary. Nobody wants to be afraid. Nobody wants to be scared. People want to have confidence and courage and they want to know that they're going to be all right. Nobody wants to believe that there are certain situations and circumstances that are upcoming that you might not gonna be prepared for. No matter how hard you try, you might not be prepared for it. I get that. Nobody wants to be in a situation like that. So I don't knock you, and I ain't mad at you for trying to do stuff to make sure that you're going to be prepared, or at least think that you are. I understand. Hold on. I'm in my car that rattle. I'm trying to see what that rattling is. I got the AC, you know how the AC idle up and down, that rattling part. But anyway, I want to know that I'm going to be okay too, no matter what. So I get where y'all coming from. But you're attacking the wrong person by attacking me. I'm not your enemy. I'm just a messenger. And then what the saying goes, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just bringing the message. And the message is, you're underestimating your enemy. You're underestimating how conniving your enemy is. How cunning and baffling and powerful the enemy really is. You're underestimating his power. You're underestimating who you're dealing with. And you think you got a simple answer for what we're about to face. Again, I'm still talking about y'all because you're still doing it. Still attacking me about I'm uneducated and I don't know the hell I'm talking about with the Bitcoin and the gold and what have you. You underestimating your enemy. You think it's just going to be that simple. That easy to get around their plan, their mission. Your lack of belief, first of all, and things that you can't see is what's got you blinded from the truth. The fact you don't believe in stuff that you can't see is why you don't believe me. When I tell y'all, Bitcoin ain't gonna save you. Gold ain't gonna save you. When it comes to the time where they want everybody broke, everybody gonna be broke. You think these people really don't know what they doing? You don't see the evidence of how they plan coming together, like the 18 back in the day. I love it when the plan comes together. Remember the 18, Hannibal? Showing y'all how old I am, the 18, Mr. Chi and all of them. B.A. Baraka. I pity the fool. Well, that's me. I pity the fool who won't take heed to sound doctrine, the truth, when it's presented to him. I pity the fool who won't accept the truth when it comes to him. These people control the world. They rule the world as we know it. When the word says that God gonna come back and take down, it's gonna take God. I know y'all here tired of hearing that God stuff, ain't you? Ain't a man. Here go Big Ward talking that God stuff again. You ain't no pastor, Big Ward. Who you think you is? You a sinner. You be blowing backs out, and I blow them out well. You right. Now, that ain't got shit to do with God. I am not God. So I'm not God. And God is not me. God is better than me. I'm like one of y'all. I'm just a sinner. If God don't use a sinner, who he gonna use? Because we all that. If God had to use perfect people to deliver his message, he wouldn't have nobody to deliver his message. But what I am is real. I'm not perfect, but I'm real. I'm genuine. That's what God looking for. Real, genuine. That's about the best he's gonna be able to find in this world. Because we all fucked up. So now, let me try to get y'all to understand this as best as I possibly can. When these people ready to push that button and crash the entire economy, the world economy, where everybody's scrambling and scraping around this bitch, hungry, starving, when you just had $20 million in the bank, now ain't shit in that motherfucker. Y'all don't believe that. Because you don't believe who you dealing with. You underestimate who you dealing with. And I'm trying to let you know who you're dealing with. Some powerful, evil, wicked people that were put in place by somebody you can't see. They were put in place. They were chosen. Like people talking about they God's chosen ones. Well, guess what? The enemy got a chosen one too. He got chosen ones too. The rulers of this world are the dark ones, his chosen ones. The people that are running the world right now are not righteous people. They're not people of God. They're not God's people. God's people are not running this world. That's why I'm telling you, there's nothing you can do on your own. You can prepare, dig ditches, build this, build that. If God didn't tell you to do it, it ain't gonna work. God ain't told you to store up no riches. Now, might say he did. That's because you doing what you want to do. You think he said store riches. What you gonna do? I done told y'all. You will own nothing and be happy about it. I didn't make that up. That's a well-known saying right now to those in the know. You will own nothing and be happy about it. There will come a time. Maybe I'm just crazy, paranoid, schizophrenic, as somebody called me. All kinds of crazy stuff folks say about me. This old crazy bald head dude on. What about 10-4 had at? Hold on. This is the closest thing I got. Let me put this on. 10-4. There you go. My little 10-4 beret. That's what y'all say about me. And I used to say the same thing about other people saying the stuff I'm saying now. Man, where your 10-4 head at? Man, you crazy. When them people ready for your ass to be broke, you're going to be broke. Look back to 2008. That was a practice run. They were testing out the equipment, per se. 2008, the economy crashed. I knew numerous people who went from $150,000 to $200,000 in their 401k down to $20,000 overnight. They couldn't go sue nobody. They couldn't go complain to nobody. They couldn't go raise hell to nobody. They couldn't press no charges. They couldn't do shit. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. But Big Water rebounded because they let it rebound, fool. It was a test run. Right now, there's people in place that can wipe out all of your wealth with the push of a button. Y'all don't believe that shit. While y'all storing up your gold and your silver, you're storing up treasures on earth where thieves can steal. Well, I read that before. Do not store up treasures on earth that can rot, moths can eat, thieves can steal. Y'all storing up treasures on earth. I'm guilty. I'm not judging. I can relate. The only difference between me and y'all, my eye been open, and I'm trying to open yours. That's all. I ain't no better than you. I'm not judging you, criticizing you, pointing the finger at you. I'm saying, wake up and listen. Pay attention. Don't make no sense to store up treasure on earth. I ain't telling you you ain't got to pay your bills. I ain't telling you this. But haven't you noticed they put it in a position where you can't pay your bills? Have you noticed? Well, we got to work. We got to pay our bills. We can't pay our bills. That's the problem. They done got it to where we can't pay our bills even if you go to work. Y'all don't see that? Y'all don't think of the problem with that? Something strange about that? I'm telling you, it says, do not store up treasures on earth where thieves can steal or it can rot or what have you. Y'all know, go read it. Y'all, those who know what I'm talking about. But Big Boy, we got to go to work. We got to have money to pay our bills. No shit. I'm working too. Don't you see I go to work? But, again, you still can't pay your bills. Yeah, you know you got to pay your bills. They do too. The power that be do too. The wickedness, we battle not against flesh and blood. How many times I got to tell y'all that? Them people know you got to pay your bills. They know how much it's going to take for you to pay your bills. And they know how to make sure you ain't got enough to pay them. Because they want you desperate, broke, busted, and disgusted. To where you can work as hard as you want and still ain't got enough. Because they don't want you to have enough. They designed it. They determine what's enough. Not you. They determine that $100,000 a year for a family of four ain't no money no more. They determine that. Because they know how to turn up the heat, turn up the temperature, turn up the prices, they can charge whatever they want. It ain't our product. Rent $2,500 a month? Who making that kind of money to afford that? Where you work at? With Big Boy, my rent ain't like mine. 14. I never thought I would see the day where I'm paying $1,400 a month for where I live. I'm not living in no $1,400 a month in Mobile. We're really in Theodore now. $1,400? And that's me keeping it cheap. I want a big old yard. I want this, I want that, so I can have me a big Connie Corso running around the yard, fenced-in yard. Oh, that's the $2,500 a month right there. I'm playing it cheap right now with 14. You think the folks don't know we can't afford that? Y'all underestimating who we're dealing with. Y'all underestimating how much they don't give a fuck about us. Y'all underestimating that. Why you running out buying this? Why you running out stocking up on this? Saving this? Buying gold? Buying Bitcoin? All just for them folks to turn right around and crash that shit, and you ain't know they could do it. You think they're gonna tell you? You think they're gonna tell you that, hey, we can wipe out all your Bitcoin like that. We can make that gold worthless. You know how the gold prices are up and down? 1 minute gold worth this amount an ounce, the next minute it's worth that amount an ounce. Who you think control that? Well, the market. Who you think the market is, fool? It ain't us. They just got us thinking of us. Like they got us thinking our vote means something. They got us thinking we control the market. The Fed's gonna cut the interest rate. The Fed's gonna raise the interest rate. The Fed, who the fuck is that? Well, I know who they is, but y'all get my point. Other people are controlling our lives, is what I'm saying. And they are people that were put in place for a purpose and a reason. They're carrying out a mission. Y'all are underestimating these spiritual dark forces. Y'all are not believing that they even exist. The greatest trick the devil ever played on mankind was to convince ain't no devil, ain't no Satan, ain't no wicked one, ain't no evil, ain't no good, ain't no spirits, ain't none of that stuff. That shit ain't real. God is fake. He's man-made. No, religion is man-made, not God. Y'all partially right when y'all say that. Religion is man-made. God is real. This shit ain't come from nothing, fool. A fool, and I call you a fool. Because a fool in his heart says there's no God. And if you say there's no God, prove it in the pudding, you're a fool. You believe somebody or something as complex as us just evolved from some damn monkey. You got to be a fool, you believe that. Look at how wonderful I am, how magnificent I am. Just looking at me ought to tell you there's a God. Look at me. And my magnificence. I didn't create me. I ain't evolved from no goddamn monkey. It had to be a God to create something as magnificent, as wonderful as I am. Gotta be a God. I couldn't have did it by myself. And y'all think I'm just talking shit, don't you? Oh, I mean that. I know I'm magnificent. Because I know who made me. And the one who made me is magnificent. I'm sorry if you don't feel that way about yourself. That ain't my problem. That's a you problem. Now on to the topic. You're underestimating. You don't want to accept the truth. And you're taking it out on me. That ain't my problem. But I'm telling y'all, them folk gonna break all our ass. $401ks. That was a test run, if y'all remember. It might have happened to some of y'all. Like right now, your 401k. Well, that's the stock market going up and down. They're controlling that shit. They can wipe out all your assets right now, man. Anything that's on this computer, anything that's electronic, what they moving to, so they'll be able to control you fully. They want everybody to have digital currency so they can control you fully. As long as we are on a cash system where you can have thousands and thousands and millions of dollars in cash stashed somewhere that they don't know nothing about, they can't fully control you like that. But if they know every dollar, every dime, everything you own because it's on a chip, it's on a computer program, if they know all that about you, they can control you. And you can't do nothing about it. Because all they got to do is turn your shit off. Like right now, if you got all your money in the bank, like Dr. Umar claimed they did to him, the Fed came in and you got $100,000 in the bank and they just seized it. You can't do shit about it. Now you went from 100,000 to broke just like that with the stroke of a pen. How much easier would it be if everything we own is digital? Everything about us is digital. How easy would it be for somebody, if they felt like it, to erase it? You got $100,000 in a safe at home. They can't erase that if they don't know about it. And y'all going right along with it. Y'all accepting the mark. Willingly, openly, and happily accepting it. No resistance, no nothing. Anybody preach against it, y'all attacking them. I'm not preaching against Bitcoin. I'm not preaching against gold. I'm preaching against the mark of the beast. I'm preaching against this evil, low-down, dirty shit they doing to us. That's what I'm preaching against. And y'all underestimating the powers that be. When you running out here buying all this other shit thinking you safe. When the folk looking at you laughing. Knowing they want you to go buy all that. They want you to go along with it. They want you to preach it to everybody else. They want you to spread the word to everybody else. Hey, it's a good thing. Digital currency, cryptocurrency, that's a good thing. They want y'all preaching that shit to everybody. Encouraging everybody, hey, it ain't nothing to be afraid of. Come on. Take the chip. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's good for us. They want y'all doing that. Not me, though. I know who I'm dealing with. And y'all better pay attention too. Stop underestimating. Stop doubting what's right in front of y'all faces. Get it, got it good. Bye.